This news update is brought to you by
Grab somebody and tell them hello. Your happiness will be connect to flow. Smile and cheer because that is we flow. Grab somebody and tell them hello. With your hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. This is how we flow, yeah. Grab somebody and tell them this is how we flow.
It's Tuesday, August 25th, and this is the Barbados Today evening update. With the news, I'm Fernella Weatherburn. Police investigations are underway into a shooting incident in St. Peter. Lawmen say a man was injured but could not give any further details on the incident, which occurred in Boscobel at this time. Meantime, the head of the Barbados Agriculture Society, James Paul, expresses concerns about the increase in gun violence on the island. He gave his views on the worrying situation plaguing the country at a press conference this afternoon.
We have to recognize that the causes of those things is fundamentally the breakdown in our societal values. Our family structures are breaking down. The school environment in itself is not supportive in terms of trying to promote those values. They're trying against some very hard societal pressures. And what we are seeing is that because of the fact that our families are breaking down, it is having an impact on our communities, and you can see it.
A 43-year-old St. James resident has been slapped with 5 charges in connection with Sunday's accident in Fitz Village. Anthony Orlando Phillip of Fox Club, The Garden, is charged with failing to comply with police officers in uniform, driving without due care and attention, driving without reasonable consideration, dangerous driving, and no driver's license. The collision between the SUV, which Phillips was driving, and a marked police vehicle resulted in 4 police officers seeking treatment at the hospital. Phillip was also injured. Lawmen are denying reports that the accident was as a result of a high-speed chase. Barbadians are being promised improvements in a number of areas relating to the service they receive from the Barbados Water Authority. It comes as the state agency embarks on a 3-year, $69.7 million smart meter business transformation program. Addressing the official launch of the program at the Courtyard by Marriott this afternoon, Minister of Water Resource Management, Dr. David Bestwick, believes the project will solve a number of challenges currently being faced by the BWE.
This project helps us to resolve one of the areas of non-revenue water, and that particular area is that we have a large number of analog meters that are dysfunctional. The introduction of this new technology utilizing smart meter approach, when there are no moving parts, will help us tremendously to resolve that issue of a large number of dysfunctional meters in the country, undermining the revenue capacity of the Barbados Water Authority. I think we are going to be changing now close to 100,000 residential meters, and I think close to over 4,000 commercial meters in the long haul.
Barbados begins feeling some of the effects of an approaching tropical storm Erica. Meteorologist Wayne McGarry has the latest on what residents should expect tonight into tomorrow.
Erica continues to show little change in strength. At 2 p.m., it was located at 15.3 degrees north, 51.8 degrees west, about 640 miles east of the Leeward Islands. The maximum sustained winds are 45 miles per hour. The system is moving westward at 20 miles per hour. The minimal central pressure is 1,003 millibars. Now in its projected track, the center of Tropical Storm Erica is expected to pass about 287 miles to the north of Barbados late Wednesday. Now we are already starting to feel some effects of Tropical Storm Erica as the feeder bands associated with this system are traversing the region. Now, we do expect some shower activity to occur tonight and into tomorrow. So we will continue to monitor the progress of this system.
The new academic year should begin with no major incidents. Word of this from Education Minister Ronald Jones following a tour of several schools which had to undergo repairs and renovations during the summer break. Despite a few minor challenges, the minister says all primary schools will be ready for classes come September. However, he says the next few weeks will be spent doing checks to ensure that all infrastructure and the environment are ready to accommodate students. And now some results from the Goddard Enterprises Limited Senior Volleyball Knockout Competition played at the Wilde Gymnasium last night. There will be new queens crowned this year after Carlton Club delivered a major 3-2 upset to out 2014 champions Bryden's Rockets during their quarterfinal game. Carlton delivered one of the biggest defeats of the season when they won the best of 5 sets showdown 25-19, 27-25, 15-25, 20-25, and 15-7 to secure their place in the semifinals, where they will take on Flow Century Insurance Deacons.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
Got it in my hand, got it in my hand, yeah. My Barbados, my bank. Got to understand, yeah. My Barbados, my bank. Ain't nothing like a core bank spare. None of them others just can't compare. You just got to love that taste. It's the world-class thing this land makes. Whether I'm cruising or at a bar, whether I'm at home, my bank spare is never far. For this blessing, got to give God thanks. My Barbados, my bank.
To news from our regional neighbors, the Kamla Prasad Bisesa government loses its community development minister 2 weeks before a general election. And that's not all. Winston Gypsy Peters tendered in his resignation today with a scathing attack on the Prime Minister. According to reports, he described her as deceitful and said he could not in good conscience ask anyone to vote for her in the September 7 poll. In response, Mrs. Prasad Bisesa wished her former minister all the best and denied treating Peters badly. She added that everyone is entitled to his or her opinion and that she was certain that thousands would not share Peters' view. And finally, no end in sight to Lebanon's garbage situation as cabinet fails to reach an agreement on how to tackle the crisis which sparked violent protests in Beirut. The You Stink campaign has been demanding the resignation of the government as rubbish continues piling up on the streets since the country's largest landfill shut down last month. 6 cabinet ministers walked out after new waste management contracts were rejected for being too expensive. Dozens of protesters and police were injured in clashes over the weekend. And that's news and sports. For more, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb. Subscribe to our e-paper, our email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 101 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Frenella Wedderburn. Do have a good evening, and we'll see you again first thing tomorrow morning.